Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody today? Today has been a full day, y'all. We're going to wait a couple minutes and let some people get in here while I get this opened up here so I can see the chat and see who all might be joining. How are we doing? We got a new tool in the house. Oh, introduction noise every time. See if I can get it turned off without messing up my... Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, senora. Shake your body all night. All right, let's make sure we're in full view. There we go. Because I don't want you to miss what I'm doing. All right. I don't know if anybody's awake or not, or if they're watching other people. I don't know who might be on right now. So, but I got a new tool. I got the WeR Makers. See, the WeR Makers Shadow Box Punch Board, guys. No more trying to figure out where to put my lines so that, and then this, I was watching May made it, and she had these, and I got enabled, and I did my last expenditure for 2026, aside from the small dies of the month. This will be my last purchase. Anyway, you know, not counting glue and paper and all that good stuff. So anyway, we're going to make some shadow boxes, and we're going to use, if you remember, I guess it was like almost a year ago, when I won from Scrapbook and Cards Today, I won the Simple Stories paper pack. So we're going to use some of that paper, and we're going to make us a shadow box. Now, this is the very first time I'm doing this. So right here, we have our bone folder that comes. I love how this has this cute little storage space. This is my very first punch board. I've never owned a punch board before. But anyway, I gotta figure out what the tab means, what that means. So let's figure this out together. All right, so we're gonna need, first we're gonna need our trimmer, because we're gonna make the big one. We're gonna make, let's see, shadow box or cut paper, desired box size 5 by 5. We need a 9 by 9 paper. Okay, we have to pull out the 12 by 12. Let's start with little though. So for the box size, for a 2 by 2 box, we need a 6 by 6. That's a good way to use up your... Hi, Shanna. Hi, Delise. That's a good way to use up those 6 by 6s. So we're going to get us a paper out of this paper hat. Words. Hard. From our Simple Stories Tea Garden paper pad. And we're going to say, which one do I not care about? Remember, the inside of the box, you're going to have it, if we're doing double-sided, I don't really want to make it like, yeah, words are hard today, guys. Let's see what's on the back of that. All right, let's use this one. Let's see how it folds up. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, y'all. But we're going to try to make a 2 by 2. So it's going to be a little shadow box. So I'm going to cut this paper down. As soon as I remember where the heck I set my trimmer at. So this paper pad is 6 by 8, but I needed the paper to measure 6 by 6. And this is just paper. It's not thick cardstock. You can do it with the thick cardstock though. All right, so we're going to cut this down to 6. Make sure 6 by 6. There we go. And we can save that for a card for later or something. or something. Who knows, right? All right. So did have any of you gotten this punch board? This shadow box punch board? Hey, Delise, just to let you know, all the teasing for you guys that I did about it being warm here. Well, we got 29 degrees tonight here in Florida. So, all right. So first thing I have to do is get out my score tool. It's going to be the easiest shadow box you've ever watched me make. I watched May do it, so I'm assuming I know how to do this. So I'm just going to put my paper up in this corner right here. I hope that shadow is not blocking your view, but you have the explosion box tool. Oh, I haven't seen that. I don't need any more. And oh my gosh, I told Denise, or as some people call her, Dee Dee, that I can't watch May or anybody anymore because I keep getting enabled. And I just went and got, guys, I finally have transportation. I'm legal. I can get in a car as long as I got gas money now, and I can go if I want to. I am not stuck at this house no more. After 2 years of being stranded, I have a way to go that's legal and reliable. Anyway, so that's going to put me on a right? All right, so there, if you see there's these score lines here. There's 4 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take our paper. I just went roundabout, and I think I didn't tell you everything. So we're just going to score on all of these. Right? And so we have, there should be 4 lines. There should be 4 lines, Linda, not 3. Okay, remember that last one right here. Do the 4th one. Little face. All right, now we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it to all 4 sides. And I just got done watching to refresh my memory, May's video, and I'm going to attempt to make a card like she made, except I don't have all the little punches that she had. So I'm going to attempt something that is Linda just making do. Guys, my maker came today too. And I got frustrated with it because when I took it out of the box and I went to open it, you know when you lift the lid on a Cricut maker, the door should just open. Well, my door that folds down, it doesn't open. Brand new maker. Maker 4. Brand new. The door doesn't open. So I'm going to call them tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it, but I want them to know that is defect in my machine. I'm not happy. Anyway. Oh. Hola, Miss Melissa. Denise. Look at you two coming in at the same time. So anyway, we're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this. And I want this to be the inside of my box. Vicky! Hey! How is everybody? How are we all doing? How you doing? Yes, Melissa. Melissa, you got a date yet? Working, popped in to say hi. Yeah, it was me messaging you. Didn't know you were live. Oh, it's okay. I didn't look at see. Every time I go live, I get a notification every time. So I'm like, that's just my introduction. I don't know, but we'll measure it in just a second. Let me go around here and we'll put it on the board over here and measure it. I don't know. It looks a little bit. Did I do all 4 on this one? It takes up a lot. Look, we're only going to have this little square box. See how all these lines crisscross each other? This is going to be the size of our box. We're going to take this big old piece of paper and we're going to have a, yeah. All right, so then you take your board and you turn it around. and you measure because machine wants to do looks like a 1/4 inch. I think it's a 1/4 inch, Shanna. I think the score lines are 1/4 inch apart. Yeah. No. Linda, you know how to measure. 2 1/4. You got 1 1/2. They're 1/2 inch apart. You're right. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Linda wasn't reading the scoreboard correct, the thing correctly. They're a 1/2 inch apart. Yeah, they are. They're a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Score it down the line. All 4. And then that way you got all these crisscrossing. Now this is what's going to make it the easiest part for me. You know how I always struggle with mitering my edges when I try to make these boxes? This just takes the guesswork out of it. Get folded, Missy. Okay. I get sidetracked. It's like squirrel. All right, so this little punch right here, I don't know how hard this is going to be to push or not, but we have to do this twice. There's a 1 and a 2, so we're going to take it and we're going to put it in to the first stop, she said. And like I said, this is my first time doing this. Okay, there's our first stop. Oh, I'm going to need 2 hands for that. Okay. And then we're going to bring it all the way. We're going to do it again. We're going to keep moving it over now that we did that. And you see this little arrow right here? That's our second stop. Okay. And then look at the shape it gives us. Then we're going to flip it over. We're not rotating. We're flipping. We're flipping it over. And we're going to do the same thing. Right to our first stop. And then to our second one. Boy, look at all that paper gone. All right. And then we're going to flip it over this way. That's where we started. We're just going to flip it over this way. And we're going to do the same thing here. So we're going to put it in and go to our first stop. And then we're going to go to our second stop. Then we're going to flip it. Flip it like it's hot. Flip it like a Polaroid picture. I don't know that. Oh, wait, that's shake it. So 1 and 2. Okay. And that's what we have. That's what it looks like. And then these are our handy dandy little pieces. And May told us to keep these, and she showed us how to do something with them. Look, that almost looks like a little barn, doesn't it? She showed us how to make a pen holder for the notepad folios. All right, so now we're going to fold our scores. Where did our... Is this light in color, or is it just me? Bye-bye tree, right? Yes, you can make them bigger. I've just started with the little one till I pull out a bigger piece of paper. We're going to make more. We're going to make the 5x5 one after this. I just wanted to show people. See if anybody else gets as excited as I got. It was not cheap. It's like I was enabled. And I did a year's worth of spending. I'm done. So anyway, we're going to score here. The only new supplies I'll get after this are my stamp of the month. No, die of the month. The small die of the month from Spellbinders. That's it. That's. Delise, I'm glad you asked that. Okay, I don't understand what you mean by a red letter day. I don't know what that means. Like needing Jesus? Like the red letters in the Bible? Or what do you mean by red letter day? Okay, so we got that. And we're going to do that, go all the way around. And we're going to score all our lines like that again. Delise, I'm glad you pointed that out to me about the middle. Thank you. Melissa, I can't wait for you to get home. I miss you so bad. I am like jonesing for some Melissa time. Okay. And we're going to fold it like, shake it like a Polaroid picture. And we're just scoring. Y'all have WeR Maker stuff? I know. All the goodies I got, I'm just like, oh no. Oh no, Melissa. Oh no. Well, we can try to look at a different way. You're not really into flowers like I'm not, and January was pretty much all flowers. I know that doesn't make it better. I'm sorry. Oh no, that sucks. The dumpster truck wasn't part of a subscription. But yeah, it's sold out. But it'll be back. I don't think the dies of the month come back. I think once they're sold, they're sold. Yeah, I know you don't have, it's not like you don't have tons of them, but that's awful. All right, did I do this one? I already did this. Okay, so we have all those. Let me pick little Miss Trixie up and put her in the chair. It was a new release in December, but I don't think it was was it? No. No. Oh, wait. Maybe it was a Stampin' Die. Come here. Well, come here if you want up here with me. I can't. What are you whining at me for? Come on. You silly girl. She got to go for a ride in a car today, and she's just been feisty ever since. Yes. Delise said it best. That sucks balls. Yes. All right, so now we're just going to take this and we're going to fold it up like this. This first score line, we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it right up against it like that. So it makes us a little square-like. And we're going to glue that down. Oh, that sucks. And they changed the, hey, Ann. They changed the, they don't call it a caboodle anymore. They call it a crate. And they did away with, like, certain, which I'm sure they told you in your emails. They did away with, like, the glimmer plate. Now they only have the press plates. I know you used to get the glimmer, didn't you? I don't remember. I think you used to get the glimmer, but not the press. I don't remember. Oh, it's because of the changes? Ah, okay. All right, so I'm just going to line this up like this. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to go in here like this and pop it down. Pop it like it's hot. Yes, it's press. Yes, there you go. Miss Shanna knows. Press and foil club now. So it's like, is it just one press plate and some foil? Is that what that is? Or yeah, that really sucks. Means you didn't get, because you get like the crate or whatever. They're doing away with the wax seals too, I think, aren't they? I left my lid off my glue, guys. Y'all know how Linda does sometimes. So let me fix this real fast. Come this way with it. If I can find it. I got that Jimmy Buffett song stuck in my head. Son of a sailor, I went out for adventure. I'm going to end up stabbing myself is what I'm going to end up doing. Yes, no wax seals in the crate. They are still making them, but not in subscription. Ah. Okay, I said hi to Ann, didn't I? Did I say hi? Did I have... I don't remember. I don't remember, y'all. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go backwards. Sorry, guys. Now I can make a doctor's appointment. Now that I've got transportation, I can actually go get eyeglasses and go get some medicine for this cough. It is getting worse. It's not getting any better. This weather doesn't help. Okay. Sorry about that little delay. Okie dokie, Pokey. Let's get this show on the road. Simple little box, and I drug it out. Only Linda. Leave it to Linda. All right, now we're going to, oh, wait, you know what? I wasn't supposed to do this one first. I was supposed to do these first. Son of a son, son of a son, son, I'm ripping it. Supposed to do these first, guys. We're going to fix it. We're going to make this work. I got a car. I got insurance, tag, all that good stuff. See how this is going over that? This is supposed to sit on top of this. But I messed it up. So I got to fold that in just to... You don't do that. I messed up how I put it. This is supposed to go down first. I messed that up, y'all. That's my fault doing that wrong. See how that lines up? Perfectly if you do it right. Anyway. So this side is going to be wonky because it's not right. So I got to fold this side in too. Because I didn't do it right. Leave it to me not to do it right. I told you, I teach you what not to do. Got to pay attention. Okay. You got your jammies on now. You're good to go. Awesome. All right. So there we go. Now we'll fold this one down. And it should help hold everything into... It looks better when you do it correctly. Do as the instructions say, not as Linda does. And then this just folds right up here like this. These corners tuck in. They tuck in, I promise you they do. Mamie didn't make it look that hard. I'm making it look harder than it is. Look at this. We're going to do one the right way. And then we got a little shadow box. Boy, that's tiny, huh? That's tiny. Let's make one correctly. How about that? So tell me, what are y'all, those of you that are crafting and stuff, what are you getting into? So I'm going to get me a 12 by 12 sheet out of here. Try to find one that doesn't have any tags or anything. Let's look through these real quick. I'm telling you, these pretty cool, guys. I'm like, I got sucked in. It is tiny. But it would be cute, like up on your craft desk area. Melissa, did you ever see what I did with the bunnies? Those that are not crafting me trouble. How's your glass mosaic thing coming along? I see that would be pretty, but I don't want to lose any of those. Not that I may end up, come on, I got more than these kind of papers. Okay, that has a ledger on the back. Yeah, I won't use those. I don't have any little bitty kids. I like that one better. I like this one the best. So let's do it with this one. So do it now. Do. Oh, you're on your second one for the season. Cool. That's awesome. All right, let's put the paper over there out of our way. And let's get our trimmer. We need our big trimmer for this one. It's getting chilly. What's the temperatures in Mexico, Melissa? Delise, what's your temperatures today? And how'd you fare with that storm? And I hope you know I was just playing with you when I'm sure you know I was just joking. I just want to make... So I'm going through this real quick to get papers out because, well... my blade won't cut right if I got paper all stuck in there. I think I'm almost due a new one of these, but that's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait. I got to get all those little... All right, let's hope that cleaned it out enough. All right. So what are they? So we need to cut this down to 9. Let's look at our board. To do the box, our shadow box directions, we want it to be a 5x5 box, and we need a 9x9 paper. Right there. It says so right there. Oh, wow, 75? Yeah, we're already like almost to 40. So I need to cut this 9. I'll need a second paper probably. By 9 for the sleeve that you can make for these. I didn't get to see her make the sleeve, so I'm probably going to have to rewatch that. Yeah. Brrr. We're going down to 28 or 29 tonight, it said, so we'll probably be a little cooler than that. We're usually a few degrees cooler than what they say we're going to be. Oh, have you, Shanna? Yeah, they just released the kit that they gave us for Crop and Create that I still haven't done, the doggies. They released them this time. All right, so we're going to bring this over here. We're going to put this in here. We're going to do the same thing. And we're just going to put our little... I'm just going to score it. And don't forget all 4 score lines and make sure you put it right. Oh my goodness, 0 and feels like -17. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. That's when I'm glad that I'm down here. Goofy dogs, better cats. Is that the mosaics you're making? Is the better cats, goofy dogs? Oh, the dies. The dies from, yeah. The ones that they're released them this month. Those, I haven't attempted to do any of them because they're just, I don't know. They're just not my favorite. Is, yeah, the SCT dogs, yeah. Yeah, the Spellbinders. They've, like I said, that was a January release. I was trying to ask you guys, if you have WeR Makers stuff, you see how dark blue the thing is on the box? Are all of your punch boards lighter in the blue like this? I could have swore Maymay's was, the one she was using was darker. It's a pretty color, but I thought it was going to be a darker blue. That's not a big deal. Just something I noticed. Not a complaint, just an observation. Yeah, Linda. All right. So we're just following all these score lines. We're going to turn this into a cute thing. Maybe. maybe, baby. All right, so I did it to all four sides. And I'm going to flip this around. Yeah, they just were like... So they've released the embossing folder. I noticed that Shanna was using the embossing folder. All right, so we're going to put it right to the first stop. Just like we did before. And then we're going to move it along to the second one. And you know you're there because it lines up with the little arrow. And then we're going to flip it over. I'm telling you guys, I've never made shadow box so easy in my life. And I love making shadow boxes. All right, now we're going to flip it over this way. It's the first time of me using a punch board of any kind. Also, I like it. I like it a lot. And then we're going to flip it over. Flip them, flop them, flip them, flop them. Ham and eggs, ham and eggs. I like mine nice. I like them upside down. And then we... All right. And ta-da! We got our bits in our bobs in our... Now, we're going to fold this. Folding, folding, folding. We're folding it all along. No, I don't have the envelope punch board. I have my scoreboard that I make envelopes with, but I don't have a punch board. It's the only punch board I have. The other punches I have are the ones you sent me, the circles. And then I have one little tag punch. I have a bunch of shape punches. And then I have a border punch that you gave me. And then I have a... My brain. Now, this is a thicker cardstock than that paper. This is actual cardstock. So it might actually make a better box because it's actually cardstock. Now, I use the tool. And now that I've got a big Cricut again, that will fall under warranty. I can do envelopes on the Cricut, which I could probably do these on the Cricut too. But I got caught up watching Maymay. I got enabled. And I had an adrenaline rush. Next thing I know, it was on the way. Because I fell into the... Oh, well. Did you see that advent calendar she made with this? Oh, Linda. Oh, I love this, though. So y'all are going to see me making these a lot. I was trying to film a video. I was making a card. Which I still got to do craft roulette card. I haven't done my craft roulette card. Yeah, they're tricky. They're like... It's like, I gotta constantly look up. I even put marks on my, thing for my scoreboard. I even put marks on here, but I can't never remember, and I'm always having to look it up. All right, so we got to do these pieces first. Let's remember that. Yeah, I find the envelopes for me are just easier to go to Cricut and let the Cricut cut one. Although a punch board, you don't have to pull out a mat, and you don't have to, you don't have to do all that excess work, but they're not cheap. Yeah, I was eyeballing that Works one. But if I buy another just scoreboard, I'm going to get a mini, but that's not going to be for a while. I'm done shopping for a while. A long, long time. All right, we're going to lay this right up against the edge of this. Is going to go right up against that score line, and this flat part's going to go flat onto this, which I think I should do. See what it does? It makes that opening for the other one to slide in there. And make sure it's up in there good. And then we'll do this side. Margot! Oh, Margot, I'm so sorry you're snowed in. I'm playing with the WeR Makers punch board. It's a new tool. And it's the last tool of this year I'll purchase. I say that. I shouldn't say that. Because every time I say never, I say, then bad Linda comes out and does what she shouldn't do. Just like with this punch board. It's like, did I need it? No. Could I absolutely justify it? No. Did I have to have it? Yes. Okay. And then we're going to put glue here. And we're going to fold them in. And remember, we're going to tuck it into the other little Duma Flutchies. And we're going to have us a beautiful little... I'll put that right up to that score line. And we're going to fold it. We're going to tuck it in. We could probably put some glue right here. And that would probably help hold it better. I should have done that on the little one. Just put just a little bit of glue. It doesn't say that she didn't. I don't think she said to do that, but come on, Linda. There you go. And that'll help hold it together. Get on there. Maybe. Maybe it will. Maybe, baby. Or not. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to grab. It needs to grab. There we go. Now just hold that for a second, Linda. You guys know I like to make 3D things. I like making boxes. And so when I saw this punch board, this one sold me. I was like, I had to have it. I had to have it. Like, Trixie's not happy with... She's uncomfortable in this chair with me because I refuse to give her the entire seat. She's trying to kick me out. She'll be on the floor in a minute. That's the point, Trixie, is I'm trying to make you uncomfortable. I don't want you wanting to be here. Sorry, I don't mean to bring this towards me. I don't want to glue this where it shouldn't be. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Scooch it under. Scooch it under. It's nice and snug. But we're going to just a little bit of glue. Just because I'm Linda and I feel like it should be glued. There we go. All right. We have made a punch board. We have made a punch. No, we didn't. We didn't make a punch board. We made a shadow box. Now we need to decorate our shadow box. Now this says we can make a sleeve. I didn't see her make the sleeve. So we're going to follow these instructions and we're going to make a sleeve. Let's see. So for the sleeve size for the 5x5, we need an 11 3/4 by 5-inch size paper. So I need to find a different shade of paper that coordinates with that. That's why I didn't put all this paper away. That'd be why. Yeah. I like that. The tea bags and the teapots. We'll do that. It is cute, right? All right. So I need to get my self coordinated here. I have no coordination. Put that aside for a second. And we're going to get our big trimmer out again. And we need to look at our scoreboard again. Or you can look at the instructions that they give you. They give you instructions. But there's other writing in other languages under the instructions. And it's tiny. I can see this better. So, 11 3/4 by 5. What, Trixie? What? All right. So the box is going to be 5 inches. So it's going to be like this. My pattern's going kind of like this. So it's going to go round. So yeah. So we'll cut the inch this way. We got to cut this tab off first so we can fit it in the board. Take off that little zip strip. All right. So I need it to be long ways this way. So I need it to be 5 inches from this way with the pattern. I am not the best at keeping my patterns in order. Shadow box, gift box. Yeah, it's kind of like you could put a gift card. May put a pocket in it so you could put a little gift card in it. Yeah. Yeah. And then she also made a big old, she made a bunch of those with the sleeves, and then she put little handles on them, and she made an advent calendar. That's where I started drooling over that board. All right, let's do this 5-inch thing here. Let's get our 5 inches. Let's make sure. Yes, 5 inches, Linda. That's what it says. All right. And then we'll do something else too for the same one. We'll just... And then we're going to need this to be 11 3/4 of an inch. 11. 1, 2, 3. 11 3/4 of an inch. Well, how well did that go, Linda? I don't know. I didn't look like it came apart. There we go. Okay. Then it tells us, the brain says just fold it over, but we want it to be like the punch board does. So we're going to read this. It says, score paper on tab line and lines of desired sleeve. Oh, let's look at the instructions because, like I said, I didn't see her make this part. Okay, so we're going to align the paper right here. It looks like the long way is right here, like this. And then score the tab line. So this is our tab. That's what tab was. That's our tab line. And then score on both of desired sleeve sizes. What? What? All right, let's do one step at a time. Cut your paper to desired sleeve size. Okay, we did that. Align paper to the edge of sleeve scoring area. All right, we did that. Score on tab line. Okay, we're doing that. It would be better if I turned it this way for me. Okay. Score on tab line. And then score on both desired sleeve size lines. Hey, Danny. Oh, okay, so there's 2 lines on each side of the number. So each number has 2 score marks. That's what. Okay, so we got our tab. Then we come down here to the 5. See the 5? See the top line and the bottom line? That's what it means by both lines. Dude, it took my brain a minute to catch on. So right here, we're going to come, and then just like so. And then, we're going to rotate the paper 180 degrees, and we're going to score again on the tab line. You don't have to worry about scoring numbers. You just follow that. That's really cool. This is cool. There's no worrying about measurements, but we could put it on a scoreboard and make a measurement for it if we wanted to. All right. Then we just finish it off by gluing it together and sliding our thing in there. So let's fold our score lines. We want this to be the inside, or do we want that? Yeah. I still didn't do it correctly, did I? It doesn't matter, Linda. All right. I mean, it might matter, but it don't. Not really. So score. Score. We're doing okay, Danny. How about you? So one day at a time. And then we're going to score this one. Scoring, scoring, scoring. Get that paper scored. And then, see, this is going to make it like that. Yes. Well, it's a 5x5 box. It'll fit anyway. It's just my pattern won't look right, I don't think. But it's okay. So I'm going to put glue right here. Yeah. And then I'm going to glue these 2 tabs together like that. And I got me an easy, well, it would be better if I aligned it properly. I'm going to show you how to do this stuff. I should be doing it correctly. Just, look, you can fold it down like that and it'll. And then, oh yeah, the pattern is right. Yeah, so when you're looking at it, it goes like this, look. Okay, I followed it. Uh-oh. Maybe I glued them too much together. Did I do the measurements right? Oh, wow. Well, guys, May made it look so easy. There we go. Okay, wait. It says, yes, Denise, it's square. You should be able to slide it in whatever direction you want. I'm tired and full of ridiculous questions. You're okay. No ridiculous questions. Danny, good chilling in bed. Have outpatient surgery next Thursday. Early, they found a little thing in my bladder, so nervous about it and trying not to think about it. It should be quick. We'll be praying for you, Danny. And then patience, Linda says, Denise. And before that, though, Melissa said, especially since she hasn't decorated the box itself. Right. There we go. Look. And it's snug fitting. So, it's definitely snug. Now, that's something you'll have to work on. Oh, wow. I'm going to destroy it now, trying to get it to come in and out. Oh, we'll just push it through. Push it through. And then we'll go back the other way. The more you work it, the better. Right? Isn't it cute? She made it look so easy. You know, when May does it, it's like the gods align. The stars align. God aligns the stars for her. Anyway, it's nice and snug, guys. Well, you may want to be sleeping after 2. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be enabling you, Miss Enable Me Too. I'm done. All them little videos, I ain't watching them no more. Okay, now, say we didn't want a sleeve. Say we wanted a different kind of lid. May taught us that too. Mitch! Hey! Okay, right? Say I don't want to struggle with that. Now, she used these little punches, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do the same idea she did. A lid for this, right? But, I'm going to make my own little things that she had a, I just made it out of paper. I made a little one, too. I have this fancy new tool. I have this fancy new little fabulous tool. Okay. Trimmer. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Okay. We're going to want a piece that is 5 by 5, Clementine. I don't know. I'm just, okay. And then we want another piece. That's the biggest one so far. That's the biggest one it lets us make. Which is perfect for like little gift cards and stuff. If you want to fight with the sleeve. I just got done showing everybody. I'm not fighting with it. I'm going to make a different kind of lid box. Whether I'm successful or not, I don't know. All right, then we're going to use this other side. And we're going to make this 4.5. And this is, May did this. But May used, there's 3 little punches that they came out with that make a little hinge thing. Well, I'm going to try to make it myself. Is Kathy in the house? Kathy! We be tripping. Travel cakes. Travel cake trips. All right. I should have done these smaller, but it's okay. We'll just make that our lid. We'll make... So glad you joined us. All right, now I'm going to get some glue, and I'm going to glue it to it. Now, I ain't promising this hinge is going to work, but we're going to try. Because Mimi made it. And you know I'm all about, I can do that without the tool they have. But you guys know, if I took the time, I could make these boxes without that tool, but it's so much easier with that tool. And I love to make those, especially around the holidays. You know, when you just want a quick little something to put up somewhere, you know, on a little shelf or something. Maybe put a little saying in there or something. Okay, so this is going to be a lid. And the lid is going to swing like this. Now, like I said, she had, I have a file on my Cricut that I can make a big shadow box, a bigger one. Anyway, she had those punches. I don't have them. What I do have are circle dies and a die cut machine and a crafty desire. Okay, I think that circle's too big. Let's see. Let's see if this one's a decorative edge. I need to find my non-decorative, non-stitching ones. I have them. They're in this bucket of dies that I've been organizing. Let's see how big this one is, though. Just for show and tell reference. Okay, that's too big. I need something smaller. That's way too big. So let's bring our bucket of dies back over here because I have some circles in here. Here we go. We got a smaller one. That may be too small. Don't I have more circles somewhere. Here we go. Now that's bigger than that one. I feel like I'm missing some dies. I feel like there should have been more dies on this set. I have got to finish going through all my stuff because, Melissa, weren't there more dies than this on this set you gave me? I'm pretty sure that I'm missing a die here, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing one that goes there. But definitely here and here. Yeah. So I got to go through all my little die things that I have because I've stuck it in another envelope somewhere. I think I know which one. Anyway, though, I think that's too small. Let's just go ahead and make it too big because too big is better than too small. Let's just go ahead and do this one. There should be another one in between these two also. So I've got another envelope like this that has mismatched dies, and I guarantee you that's where my circles are. It's too big, but we're going to make it work. So we're just going to die cut this out. We're going to make our own version of their hinge that they made. You can put them together and make a nice little thing to go on your dresser to hold jewelry or whatever too, like for little girls and stuff. They can make their own little jewelry holder. All right. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. And then I'll need 2 circles. Well, Linda, you got to turn the machine on or it won't work. You gotta turn it on or it doesn't work. It needs the power. I turned it off in the middle. That's just smart. I worry about myself, y'all. I really do. All right. And then, actually, we need a bigger one than that. So, we took that out of there. I should have done the smaller. Anyway, we need it bigger than that. Anything to not buy anything else. You can do it. You don't need all that. All right. All right, so that'll live right there. Okay, so we need 2 circles like this size. And I would prefer non-decorated, but that's what we got right now. And let's just use this paper that we got here. We'll fold it in half and do both of them at the same time. You can do it, right? Isn't it cool? That's why I started doing all this stuff, because it's like, look what I can do. Everybody's like, you're so talented. I'm like, yeah, these companies make me look talented. I can read instructions. That's what I can do. I have good comprehension skills when I want to. When my brain says, okay, we'll work today. All right, here we go. Yeah, I had to move my dye machine closer because I was triggering the nerve damage in my back, reaching over to the side over there like that. It was not good. It was not good, y'all. All right. So now, get this out of our way. Get this off of here. This mint tape off of here. Come on, mint tape, cooperate with me. There we go. All right, we should have 2 identical, 2 pieces. Okie dokie. Pokey, and to put that back so you don't lose them like you did the others. All right, now. This is the piece we cut out of. We're going to take this one. And we're going to get our little tiny scissors. So our cuts are little. And we're going to cut 4 Here we go. That's what we're going to do. We're not even going to use the T-ruler. I'm going to use this cross line right here. And I'm going to say that looks like it's about center. So I'm going to put a cut line here. Cut line here. Here. And here. And then I give myself a stopping point. This may not work, guys, but I'm attempting to make a paper brad because they have a die that's a paper brad that makes paper brads. So I'm going to cut this to there, this one to there, that one to there, and that one to there. Okay. And then look, we're going to fold these sides up like little wings. Okay. Just like so. And we're going to take this piece right here. And we're going to glue it. We're going to set it on our box. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to take this piece that we cut the hole out of, and we're going to put our hinge pieces in there. Right? And we're going to fold them down like that. And we're going to put glue right here, and right here. And then remember that second circle that we needed? We're just going to line it up right there like that. You can stamp it, you can decorate it, do whatever you want. We're going to glue it down. And we just made a paper hinge, y'all. Did you see that? We don't need those fancy dancy punches. We want them, but we don't have to have them. And then just, now you got an opening. Let's decorate it. Let's put some decorations on it. This will be the easiest, quickest part of the whole project. Well, I don't know. The box was pretty daggum easy. I think trying to decide what we're... I think LV Handcrafted was advertising those little punches too. Which, I mean, they're cool to have. You don't have to think. But sometimes thinking is a good thing. I don't want flowers, y'all. But we're going to do flowers. That springtime, it'll fit that way. No, that's too big and too puffy. Here we go, going through the ephemera. You guys know how I get. I know that there's ephemera in here that's not, Oh, by the way, Melissa, some of those ephemeras and things that you sent me, I gave them to the girls, and they loved them. They were having a blast at Christmas. My son sent me a picture of them crafting together, and it was awesome. It was awesome. The mom and the girls were sitting in the living room floor while he was watching TV. Peekaboo, Margot, I see you. Peekaboo, I see you. It's so cool. All right, I got an idea what I want to do here, because we did the teapot. I mean, this would be cute if you're gonna give your mom a gift card for Mother's Day, or your mother of your children, or, you know, some people give their daughter something for Mother's Day. You know, you never... No. I have something in mind that should fit on there perfectly. If you're going to share pictures with somebody, you know, there's a little stack of pictures in there. You could put, like, fresh picked memories. You could have done that and put it in there, inside there with your hinge. But I like the teapot like that. We're not glued yet. We're not glued yet. Yes, or put tea in it. Exactly, Melissa. Yes. Right, right. My sleeve is too tight for the dimensions. It's... I followed the instructions, so I might have been off a hair or something with my cut. So that's probably why it's too tight. Because I'm telling you, when May did it, when the goat did it. Good night, Miss Kathy. All right. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine. And made me cry. Our love that I would give to you. Yeah, it would go perfect with the teacup and the teapot, some tea in there. Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. It it might have. I might have been off on my cut though. See? Well, it might have. Look, that one didn't. Telling you, I'm no May. Y'all know this though. It might have been me. It very well could be me. You know, because when May did it, it didn't do all that. But you got to remember too, this is my first time doing this. First time using my board. I got it today in the mail. I do my first times. I don't, as somebody who's on YouTube and has over 1,000 subscribers, I should make these things first. But, you know, I like making it with y'all. That's the whole point of, I like crafting with y'all. So, we learn together. You either learn how to do it or you learn what not to do. So, I think we're going to put, see, it's pouring. Exactly. May definitely made it before she put it on there. And I should have put this up a little higher. See how this comes down like that? So it's sticking down here a little, but that's okay because it gives you somewhere to grab it. And then when you get a little stamp and you say, that way. You do the same thing? Yeah. It's like, well, you know, a lot of times I get the things way after everybody else has already gotten it. And everybody else has already kind of figured it out. So I come on here and y'all help me figure it out. Help my brain. Help. I need somebody help. So lovely. Ta-da. Not just anybody. Hello, spring. One fine day, you'll look at me. Okay, we got 3 choices here what we're going to put. You never make it in advance either. Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. I think we're going to put an inchworm on the teacup. No, we're not, Linda. But that's funny. Isn't it? Scooch this stuff over. That's funny. Little inchworm on the teacup. Well, the problem with that, though, is that you lose that border that goes all the way around. Just put the hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Danny says, well, headed to sleep. Good night, peeps. Linda, don't get too crazy and lose stuff. Okay, Danny. You get some sleep, hon. Is it me you're looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are. And I wonder what you do. Hello, spring, like that. I want to keep spring or a bee. Oh, we could put, yeah. We could put the little inchworm right there. No, I like the flutterby there. I like the flutterby. I don't really care for, well, it will tie in the orange. If we did the bee, it would tie in the yellow of the sign. You really think I should cut spring off even though I'll lose that border? Yeah, but the bird is, I'm not fussy cutting tonight. This is an easy peasy night. I have the birds. I have more birds. I know I do. If y'all like the birds. I think the bumblebee ties the yellow in. Let's see. There's a ladybug in here too. Ladybug, where are you? Put her there. How's that look? I think I like that. Yeah, Matt, the bumblebee. Well, oh yeah, look. It matches. The bumblebee matches in here. Oh, okay. Is that just too bright red? Is that just too much? No ladybug. Okay. No ladybug. One fine day, you'll look at me. Or move it too heavy on that side. Move it too heavy on that side. No. I like the Hello Spring. And I like the little inchworm. You just don't like the spring part of it, right? I like it. I like it. I'm gluing it. I'm gluing, guys. I'm doing it. I'm gluing it down. And because it's already thick like that, I'm not going to use foam. Let's put the bumblebee first because the bumblebee does match. And he makes that cute. Okay. Then. Okay, Melissa. We'll do that. Lazy Linda and Bossy Melissa back together. Yay! Do it now, Linda. It always turns out right when I do it. Yes, I'm glad. You're not home yet, though, right? Did you answer that question and I missed it? Okay, we're going to put... Listen, if y'all are like, if you think she's bossy, it's not. She's got way more experience, y'all. Those that don't know how we joke around here. Anywho. See, said the blind man. I can do it. I can clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Okay. All right. So, did y'all know that? Did y'all hear me when I said my son's getting married in May? Oh, wait. I can't. Shut up, Linda. I'm not supposed to be putting everything out, I don't think. His friends and stuff don't watch this, but I gotta be quiet. Shh. I didn't say that out loud. Shh. Shh. Yeah, I'll fill you in on the quiet. Okay, wait. I had something else I was going to do here. So, this is what my thinking is. I don't know if I'm going to glue it or not, but this is what... I need to start signing up for more giveaways again. Yes. Yes, I wasn't supposed to blurt that out. I think I'd already said something, but I didn't say when. Anyway, okay. I didn't say which one either. Well, the other one's already married. Everybody knows that. So now, when they open the box, like say you're going to give them some money or something, you could have a little note, and you could just say, I love you, if you wanted to. On the inside. Or whatever you wanted to stamp or write or sign, or... I'm going to go ahead and glue it. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to because I like the way it looks. And put a little motivational thing in there, like you got this, or you go girl, or you're the queen, or I love you, Mom, or whatever. And so that way, whenever they want to see your precious words, they just open it up and close it and open it up. Since I pushed that in, oh, well, it ain't going to fit now because I got this sticking off. I was going to say we could try that box again, but... So there we go, guys. We made 2 shadow boxes. A sleeve for the shadow box that I'm not using, but I'll make another one and see if we can fit that in there. And we made a lid, a cute little lid for this. So you, without this lid, right, you could put a little handle with these sleeves and then stack them, and you have little drawers for your ephemera and stuff on your desk. That's where my brain was going. Because look, that will hold for storage purposes. Look. You can make it with the paper that matches it so you know what you're looking at. Like, look, see all these little bits and pieces, little bobs? Look, they just fit right in there. And then you get a little handle. And you take all your sleeves and you glue them together. Stack. And then... if you're wanting some kind of storage that would be inexpensive, I'm just going to tell you, walk through a couple different ideas. Oh, that flower's not glued down. You know, if you just wanted it something for a message for yourself. Message. Not a message. I'm reading the messages y'all are writing. A project. A little project for just yourself. I don't know if that'll fit in there or not. It's a little bit taller. It's just a little bit taller, but no. Too tall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they carry them all over the place. I got mine from May May. because I should have had a $5 off coupon because of my birthday, but I couldn't figure out how to work it. So, anytime you buy something from May, you accumulate points, and after so many points, you can get money off. Like on your birthday, she automatically gives you like 100 points or $5 off, something like that. I forget what it is. Melody Lane, long time ago did. I have the pattern already for shadow boxing the Cricut. I already have one. Melody Lane did that back in 2017. Yep. So, Holly and Alex now. I'm looking. I want to see. Oh, I keep trying, but no, just a little too big. But anyway, you guys get the gist. And put your gems, cut them apart and put them in there. You can just store things in there. Yeah, Lynn probably does because she was selling the punches to make this hinge. But I don't remember. I think she might have used the and Lynn, for those that don't know, is LV handcrafted. No, because they're still tall, the mini ink pads. Here, look, I'll show you. Because it's, look, see this? See these? See how tall they are? See, it's not, it's only a half an inch tall. Oh, okay, well, yeah, she probably does. She's a maker influencer. I'm not an influencer, so I don't have no links for that. Not on any design teams. I'm just showing you guys what I found, what I got. Yeah. So if you didn't want to put the lid, you can do a sleeve. So, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to say we did it. And I think it's a successful project. Oh, look, a couple little rubber stamps that I got just laying around. That'll fit in there. Ta-da! Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't get paid. I don't get free product. I don't get paid yet. My channel will get monetized this year. Mark my words. This year, folks. It's the magic year. I know it. The more people, the more I do, the more they'll come. I'm finding that at nighttime seems to be, thank you guys, I seem to get more crafters in here at night. When I do it in the daytime, it's not as many crafters. So I keep saying I'm thinking about changing my hours to nighttime. Back to nighttime like I used to be. I used to be at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. But I don't know whose schedules or what these days, but I guess I can't really be worrying about other people's schedules. I just have to do it, So, all right, thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. You guys know the routine. Na 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 na. So long, farewell. I can't remember the other songs I was going to sing, but bye. Talk for now, as Miss Melissa says. Bye.